Oh, bloody hell, Governor, I'm a British person and I'm going to do a thing about this Sonic thing. No, hello, I'm actually doing this for my friend John, but I thought I'd do a little intro in case I decide to share it on Twitter as well, because John sent me this Sonic thing of a guy dubbing over Sonic in a Cockney British, and he said, is this accurate, ignorant, or outright offensive? And it is surprisingly good and accurate, and I was like quoting little bits and saying like, oh this is, and I was like, the easier thing is to make a video and I'm gonna do this, and maybe people on Twitter or whatever might see it as well, because why not? Yeah.
Alright, Knuckles, how you diddling, mate?
Meh. Okay. Yeah, all right. This is a thing that some of my American and Canadian otherwise friends have struggled with when they've come to the UK for like conventions and stuff where we work there. Is the thing that they've struggled with is the all right, because people say all right, and if you're American and somebody goes all right, they'll go, oh yeah, I'm fine. Why? Because it's like as if you're saying, are you okay? But here it's like, hey, how you doing? You say to somebody, hey, how you doing? But we often don't reply. And I say that the closest thing in US/Canada would be what's up or sup. Because you go, hey, sup. And you're not actually asking them what's up, right? If you go, what's up? And they'll go, oh, just playing video games or whatever, then it works, but you're not usually expecting a response other than the polite response, which is not much you. And sup, not much you. That doesn't really mean what are you up to? I'm not up to much. What are you up to? It usually means hello, hello. And similarly, all right has become hello here. So you go, all right, mate, and I go, all right. And so you say all right, and they reply with all right. And it's weird. It's like it's basically hello, but with like just that little bit of extra. To show that you care how they are, even though they don't respond with how they are, right? Though you can respond with how you are sometimes, where you go, all right, and you go, yeah, you, or whatever. Or you might go, all right, and you go, not so good, mate. But also, you're not expected to tell people how you are. In fact, some people might see it as you being like, you assuming they care when they don't, right? But yeah, you go, all right, Knuckles, all right, mate. And then you're like, all right, Knuckles, you okay? Then you're asking how you are. But the weird thing is you might say hello and then say all right afterwards, in which case you then are asking how they are, right? So you go, hello, Knuckles, all right? And then that's saying, hello, how are you? It's a little weird, but it's what we do. It's just how it is. Again, it's very similar to sup. But how you diddlin? I've heard people say that, but it's a real goobery kind of thing, right? You're like, oh, how are you diddling? It's very, well, it's, fittingly, Ned Flanders says diddly and stuff, and it is that very sort of dad kind of, oh, how are you diddling? Oh, how are you diddling? Oh, it's, you. I don't think Sonic would say it. He'd say, how you doing? How's the kids? Something like, how's you, mate? Something like that. How you diddling? You don't really hear that, but it is an accurate phrase.
What's that you diddling, mate?
I love the way he enunciates it though, because how you diddling, mate? That's very friendly. How you doing, mate? Everybody knows, mate. Yeah,
in a twist. Then
that's a great one. That's actually pretty common. It's so like I'm sure people know this, but for any that don't, knickers is a UK. Word, well, yeah, I guess it's a UK, maybe Aussie as well, word where you say it means women's or girls' panties, right? It's specifically female underwear, not male underwear, but you'll say it to a male in a kind of, I guess it's kind of sexist when you think about it. It's kind of implying that the man wears girls' underpants or whatever. It's kind of is like the man wears knickers, like it's got that old-fashioned thing of like, what are you, a girl? Which I'm not fond of, but it's not really meant that way when you say it anymore. But the phrase knickers in a twist is great, and you hear it a lot. It's the US equivalent would be what crawled up your ass and died, right? What crawled up your butt and died. It's like if something crawled up your butt and died, you'd be in a bad mood, right? And similarly, if you got your underpants all twisted, you're going to be really uncomfortable and it's going to piss you off. And it's like, what's the matter with you? What are you pissed off about? You know, it's like, what's got your knickers in a twist? That's perfectly accurate, and that is what he would say to Knuckles.
That's enough fannying about, Sonic.
Now, Knuckles as a character, in the sense of in this game, where Knuckles was a kind of the stoic Master Emerald Guardian, wouldn't say fannying, I don't think. But then again, the character that Knuckles is kind of evolved into, and kind of was in the old Sonic the comics, I suppose, the UK ones, would. Because it's like... Because a fanny is... I know in the US it's your butt. It's a lot ruder here. It means what is around to the other side of a butt on a woman. But you'll say, oh, fannying about. You might also say faffing about. It's the same as you guys say goofing around or farting around, right? Quit goofing around. Stop messing about. Enough fannying about, Sonic. That's that is a thing you'll say. It's a little ruder than, like, you might say faffing about, which is the same. But yeah, I can picture, like... the meme approved version of Knuckles saying that's enough fannying about if he was British.
Give me the blinking emeralds you got right now.
That's a weird one, blinking, because you'd usually say blinking, maybe blinding, blooming, or blummin, as a way of saying I don't want to say bloody in front of kids. But also some Cockneys use it in a more like angry fashion sometimes, but it's a kid-friendly way of saying bloody fucking. I don't think Knuckles would say that. I don't know, but it works. It fits. Give me the blinking emeralds. It's very it's just very afternoon TV.
You having a giraffe, mate?
I say that a lot. Some people say it. It's London. It's Cockney rhyming slang, but it's one of those phrases that makes its way out of London a lot. It's Cockney rhyming slang for you're having a laugh or a laugh, and it's like having a laugh. Well, it's are you? I'm going straight to other British phrases. I was going to say it's are you taking the piss? It's are you joking? Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? You say, is this a joke? Are you having a laugh? And that's Cockney rhyme saying, you're having a giraffe? I'll say a lot. Somebody will say something ridiculous and I'll go, oh, you're having a giraffe, ain't you? Having a giraffe, mate. It just means you're having a laugh. It's Cockney rhyming slang for anybody that doesn't know. It's like it's the British equivalent of Pig Latin. It was like a weird, that's like easy, got gay, yay, whatever the hell. I'm getting that all wrong. But it's like the kind of... the language that the kind of the people on the street or the working class kind of used to kind of get under the radar a little bit in the old days, which the rich people didn't understand or the cops didn't understand. So it was just words that rhymed with other words. So like you go, oh, he's down the stairs. You go, he's down the apples and pears. And then you might take it one step further. You'll go, he's down the apples. So apples and pears, stairs, right? So like in one of my games that's coming out soon, there's a Cockney character and he says, have a butcher's at this. It means butcher's hook, look. And it's weird. It's like Pig Latin. It's like it removes you a little bit from the word that you're actually saying. And it was originally used but now it's just used like as to be funny. Or to just be it's either to be funny or to be like confrontational. So you're having a giraffe, ain't you? Yeah. And oh gosh, that phrase there, come and have a go.
Think you're hard enough.
I love that phrase, come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. It's old school, but it's you do hear it. It means so I don't know if this is a thing that people say in the US or not, but to say somebody is hard, it doesn't mean that they got a stiffy. it means that they're like tough, like hard to beat, so strong. And so it's like, but actually you say hard more often. And somebody who is strong isn't going to say I'm hard, as in I'm strong, but you'll say it sarcastically to make fun of somebody who thinks they're strong, or somebody who is strong but you're not afraid of. So you go, oh, you're hard, ain't you? You say like that. And come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. That is saying if somebody, let's say somebody is the other side of the street and they're taking the piss out of you. By that I mean they're making fun of you, they're shouting at you, they're saying something rude, and you might go, come and have a go if you think you're hard enough, which means if you think you're so tough and you think you can take me, come over here and try it. You know, I love it. I think it's great. Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. Like, have a go at it. I dare you.
Bollocks!
Yeah, bollocks. That's an exclamation. It's like it's rude. You wouldn't say it around kids generally. Depends. It's not horribly rude, but it is a bit rude. It means testicles. But you usually use it for like, oh bollocks, I forgot that, or oh bollocks, I dropped something. Or you might go, it's kind of like bullshit. So in the US, people say that's bullshit. If somebody makes up something and it's clearly a lie, they'll say that's bullshit. You're talking bullshit. Or we'll say that's a load of bollocks. You're talking bollocks. It's the same use. It's like it's bullshit. But this one here, buggerin owl.
Buggerin owl, the Chaos Emeralds.
That one's a bit weird. Like it is. I think technically it's correct. We say bugger or buggerin. But I've never heard anyone say buggerin hell, which is weird, right? Because you'll get like flippin' heck, bloomin' heck, and then you get bloody hell, but you don't get bloody heck or flippin' hell. It's like, I think it's because, you know, hell is ruder than heck, and similarly, blooming is like basically I want to say bloody, but I want to keep it clean around the kids. But I mean, bloody is one of those words like shit, where it's like become less and less and less offensive over the years, and you hear it in like some movies which are kid friendly now even, but still in the old days, you know, flipping, blinking, buggerin, sort of, it's a little ruder. I'll get into that, but that's, I don't want to say bloody in front of the kids, you know. But bugger is actually I mean, it's old school because it's in a way it maybe could be seen as kind of homophobic because bugger is sex in the bum hole. So you would say like, oh bugger me. It's like, well, fuck me, you know, screw me sideways, you know. But yeah, in the bum. So it's actually quite rude. But it's not seen as rude. A lot of people say, oh, bugger, because they don't want to say, oh, fuck, or something like that, you know. Famously on our show, Bo Selector, there was Davina McCall used to present Big Brother, and she would always say, we're live, so don't swear. She'd always say that at the start, and famously, Leigh Francis, that guy who's now known as Keith Lemon, he had like a masked version of her that you say, we're live, please don't say fuck or bugger. But it's weird because bugger is actually not that. It's a strange word. But buggerin, you might occasionally hear. I've never heard anybody say buggerin now. You don't really put those two words together. Oh, why am I doing this?
Emeralds. You dopey bastards.
Yeah, that sounds like, is that kind of Chris doing that? Anyway, you dopey bastard. Yeah, you'd say that. In fact, weirdly, you would pronounce it with a northern accent. Even if you were down south, like me, in the southwest, even if you're in London, you say, see, in London, in the southeast, they tend to say bastards with an R, and then here in the southwest or the West Country, you tend to say bastards, like a long R. And then up north, it's bastards. The A is short, like bastards. I was thinking of Gene Hunt from Life on Mars and Ashes to Ashes. It's bastard. You're surrounded by our bastards. But the phrase "you dopey bastards," you're not going to say it with a long A for some reason. And perhaps it's a northern phrase. I don't know, but it doesn't work if you say it. You dopey bastards. It sounds ruder, and it doesn't really. You don't really hear it. The dopey bastards. It's almost playful. You might say you dopey git, you dappy git, you dappy bastards. But dopey is like, it's dopey, isn't it? You think of like Snow White, and there's dopey, and he's the one that's like a little sleepy, a little dumb, just not quite with it. And dopey means like you're a little, I don't want to say slow, because it's not like ableist. It's just like, yeah, you're not really with the program today, are you? You're a bit dopey today. You're a bit of a dope. Which is funny because dope means like cool now, right? Or it did in the before, the 4 times in the long ago. But dopey, yeah, you dopey bastards. It means, yeah, you know, he's got the Chaos Emeralds. He's saying you snooze, you lose. You know, you're dumb and you weren't paying attention, and I got one up on you, you dopey bastards.
All right, Robotnik.
I don't like that. It's weird. Something about saying all right to your enemy in that tone when they've just showed up and really fucked your shit up. All right is kind of friendly. It's like showing concern. So it's like, so somebody says, all right, mate. It's different saying hello, mate, because it's like saying, all right, even though you're not expecting them to tell you how they are, saying all right instead of hello, it kind of implies that you care how they are. It's strange, but it's hard to say. But unless you're using it somewhat sarcastically, right? So to your, if like your enemy shows up, you might go, oh, all right, Robotnik, or something like, oh, here he is, all right, Robotnik, all right. But I wouldn't have, all right, Robotnik. That's like, it sounds like he's really pleased to see him, like he's his old friend. It doesn't work, but yeah. Nah, you don't use piss on its own, like fuck or bugger. You just said bugger there, or bollocks. Piss. No, I've never really. Maybe some places you do. You might occasionally piss, but it's more it's piss off. Or if something's really really easy and you're feeling rude, you might say, it's a piece of piss. But you don't really say it on its own like that. At least not around where I am anyway.
It's like taking a Mars bar from a nipper.
Alright, that's an interesting one, because I don't think anybody would actually say that. Because, like taking candy from a baby, you'd probably just say that phrase here. But this is like specifically taking the phrase, it's like taking candy from a baby, and just like over-Britishifying it, right? Because a Mars bar, I mean, there are Mars bars in the US, but they're different. I think, I can't remember what it is, but I know that we have a bar called a Mars bar and a bar called a Milky Way. But our Mars bar is very similar to what is called a Milky Way in the US. And their Mars bar is completely different. Our Mars bar is like thick, hard chocolate with like a nougat in it, or nougat, you might say, with like a layer of caramel over the top. And they're okay. I think they're very overrated. They're a little bit rich, but they're famously full of energy. You might have a Mars bar instead of an energy drink. You know, people go, I'm knackered, I need a Mars bar. Knackered meaning tired. See, I'm just Britishifying without even thinking about it. But yeah, I'm cream crackered. Give me a Mars bar. And but it's also one of those things where, like, just, I don't know, you'll say Mars bar, or he's not at his Mars bar, or you know, take a Mars bar with you, and you just mean have some chocolate. It's weird. It's just like a joking thing that we do where you put the brand in you know, like you might say with pizza in the US, you might say, oh, you want a slice, or you want Domino's or whatever, you know, we go Mars bar. And then a nipper is a young child or a baby. Oh, a little nipper, look at that little nipper. It's again, it's quite old school. You'll hear an old person say it, less so younger people, but it means small, or to nip is like to bite. I don't know if that's related. In fact, you know, in the Beano, Dennis the Menace, he had 2 dogs, Gnasher and Nipper was the smaller one. So again, it implies something small. I don't know. I know nippy means like small and fast. So if, say, Speedy Gonzales was British, he might be known as, say, a little nipper or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but you wouldn't say it's like taking a Mars bar from a nipper. The words are all correct, but this is just like, hey, let's take a phrase everybody knows and put very British words in place of the yeah.
Strike a light, that's a Chaos Emerald!
Interestingly, I don't really ever hear anybody say strike a light, but it sounds right. I think I might have read it it might be very Cockney, I don't know, but I've never really heard it. It's kind of, flipping heck, you know. Famously, there's recently somebody shared a panel from the old UK Sonic comic where Knuckles says, oh, flipping heck. And you might say flipping neck or something like that. Or tell you what I would say instead of strike a light. I'd have had him say, "Core blimey, that's a chaos emerald. Core blimey," or maybe crikey, though that's more popular with Australians now, or at least it's known as an Australian phrase, but we say that as well. But I'd have had core blimey, that's a chaos emerald. Strike a light is, I don't know. Again, I think it's maybe a southeast thing that's like less common.
That's right, wanker. Is Alan cheesy next to you?
Kind of sounds like Cat Icarus. That's right, wanker. I'd have put that's right, you wanker. You don't really say it without the you. That's right, you wanker. Or you tosser, tosspot. They all mean the same thing. It means someone who jerks off. It's a jerk off, right? So, you jerk off. Like, that's right, you wanker. But it's, you don't really, I don't know, it's a weird one. You wouldn't say wanker without you in front of it, I don't think. Or usually if you're referring to somebody else, you know, in the second person. It was second person, third person, I don't know which one you go, oh, he's a wanker. You won't say, hello, wanker, you know, sod off wanker. You say, sod off, you wanker. And then it was ham and cheesy, thanks to you. I mean, I guess that's supposed to be Cockney rhyming slang for easy, but I've never heard it. The Cockney rhyming slang for easy, he should be saying lemon squeezy. He should be saying it was lemon squeezy thanks to you, because that's what we say, lemon squeezy for easy. And kids will say easy peasy lemon squeezy. I've never heard ham and cheesy. I mean, it works, but it should be lemon squeezy. Or actually, if something's really easy, usually we'll say it's a piece of piss, or it's piss easy. I mean, in the US, I guess you say it's a piece of cake. I don't know why we replaced cake with piss, but I guess we did. Or, well, maybe you guys replaced piss with cake. Sounds more likely. I basically had to do bugger all together.
Bugger all again.
Yeah, that's perfect. Bugger all means, you know, nothing. Fuck all, I think. Did we guys say fuck all? Sweet FA? I'm not sure. We say bugger all, sod all. It means screw everything. Don't bother with anything. It's nothing. Bugger all, fuck all, sod all.
Hang on a sec, Walrus Chops. Let's bang out of order, that is.
Beautiful. So, Walrus Chops. I have actually, on multiple occasions, read Sonic saying this in the UK Sonic the comic by Fleetway. I think Sonic, maybe some others, I don't know, but chops is your mouth on your teeth, like your choppers. But you know, your choppers are teeth, right? But chops is like your whole kind of mouth area. So you might say, oh, look at him, he's got ice cream around his chops. And that means like he's got all his ice creams all over his face, all over his mouth area, his jaws, his mouth, just your teeth area. You say, I'll give him a smack in the chops, meaning I'll punch him in the teeth, in the mouth. You know, but then I love the phrase "bang out of order," and and adding that is on the end as well. Yeah, you go, oh, that is bang out of order. That is, and that means that is inappropriate. It means that is not okay. It is unacceptable. Right, like out of order. Like when a bathroom is out, when a toilet's out of order, it's like you can't use it right now. But out of order is like. It's not okay. So you guys in the US, they might say, what might you say? You might say, again, you just say that is not okay, right? That is offensive. It's rude. I don't accept it. But it's a more informal way of saying that. So if somebody has said something, just cuts deep and it's just. I'm trying not to just say out of order. Say you're having a conversation around the table and somebody brings up something from your past, makes some comment that is just not okay to say at that time. You would say that is out of order. And then the bang is so good because bang means like exactly. So like, it also means sex, but it means like exactly. So like, I think the US say bang, right? I don't know, but it, like exact. So say you'd hit a dartboard on the and you say you hit the bullseye. You say that is bang on the bullseye, right? Or you might say 2 o'clock on the dot, or bang on 2 o'clock, or bang on time. It means like exactly, and it's great. So when you're saying it is bang out of order, you're saying that is exactly what you shouldn't be saying, or that is exactly what you shouldn't be saying or doing right now. And I'm very offended and pissed off. And just it's just a weird cadence that you have sometimes. But you hear that a lot. That is bang out of order. That's if somebody says that to you, you have offended them, or somehow.
Oi, Knuckles, did he pull the wool over your eyes again?
Oi is great. And I thought that people said that, but in outside of the UK. But I see it a lot when people are doing UK things. But it's like oi is like usually it's a not quite rude, but it's a playful and very, very informal way of getting somebody's attention. It can also be what's the word I'm looking for? It can also be like combative, like wanting to initiate a fight. You go, oi! You might say it when you're telling a kid off, like if a kid's let's say the kid's jumping up on the table or something like that, and you go, oi, get down. It's like getting your attention. It's hey, isn't it? Oi. But it also can be if somebody annoys you, oi, and it's to your mate. You could say it playfully, like, oi. You go, oi, Dave. What's this all about? You know, it's oi. It's rude, but you use it in playfully with friends as well. And then, did he pull the wool over your eyes again? I'm guessing that must be a Britishism as well, but it just means did they pull it? Do a trick? Did they trick you? It's comes to pull the wool over your eyes. It's like to almost to bury somebody's head in the sand. It's like so you can't see. It literally, if you say you're wearing a jumper, a jersey, a woolen one, to pull it up over your eyes, you wouldn't be able to see, right? Or if it'd be more like if you got a say a balaclava and you pull it down, something like that. The expression is to pull the wool over your eyes. It means you don't see what's going on. So if to pull the wool over somebody else's eyes, it's to pull their leg to pull a trick on them, to play a trick on them, even or not even like not playfully, but like to just you might say this politician is pulling the wool over the public's eyes or something like that. It's to blind somebody.
Sticks and stones, heard it all before, mate.
Yeah, he says sticks and stones, doesn't he? Because they might break my bones. Maybe we shorten it to that. I don't hear it much, but it's like, heard it all before as well. But yeah.
Poor mate. Knuckles, you silly twat.
So twat it's much less rude than it is in the US. Like I used to think that it was only a British word, but then I realized US people do say it, but less often because it's very rude and it is pronounced with a different A. So it's like a twat or twat. In fact, I remember seeing, I think it was one of the Fast and Furious movies where Jason Statham calls somebody a twat, and clearly the directors have said to him, you need to pronounce this the way Americans do to make it clear. And so he says, twat. Like, you twat. But it's twat. It's, you twat. It's like, how to put it? It'd be twit, twat. It means a woman's lower regions, but it's like I don't know, it's just somehow less rude here. It's like, you idiot, you moron, you stupid idiot, you twat. It depends how you say it, because if you really like sharpen the T's, it becomes really a lot more rude, a lot more like, you fucking twat. That's like, if it's sharp, then it's really like then it's nasty. Then you want to fight. But yeah, it's just, you twat. It's not as rude here as it is in the US. Hey, we're done. That was good. Stop.